Hello everyone and welcome back. In the last lesson we saw how an attacker can, in certain cases, steal the session ID cookie via JavaScript. Let's see how could we defend against that attack. So we would like, for example, to make this impossible. So we would ideally not allow JavaScript to be able to access the session ID cookie, because there is no real reason for our application code to have access to this ID. It's going to be sent automatically back to the server with each request. So this means that as application developers, we really don't have any good use case where we would need to access this cookie programmatically. This would only be beneficial to an attacker in order to steal the cookie. So what we would like to do is to mark this cookie as HTTP only, so that it's not accessible to JavaScript. Let's see how we can do that. We are going to go back here to our create user route, and here at the moment where we are creating the cookie, we can also pass in here an extra parameter. We are going to configure certain properties of the cookie. Let's start with the HTTP only property. We are going to set this property to true, and once our new server version is reloaded, let's see how this property works. If we head back here to the browser, we are going to start by deleting here this session ID that we created manually, and we are going to refresh the application. We are going to create here a new user. Let's see what happens when we hit sign up. So our network request was sent and we now have a new cookie set on the response. But take a look, the HTTP property here is set to true. So this is now an HTTP only cookie. Let's see what this means if we head back over here to the console. If we now do document.cookie, as we can see, we can no longer access this cookie from JavaScript, which was exactly what we were looking for. So the cookie is still there, it's still going to be sent to the server automatically by the browser in each subsequent request, but we cannot access it. So this means that even if an attacker manages to inject JavaScript into our application, and we will see ways to prevent that, even in that scenario, it's not possible for the attacker to get to the session ID, which is exactly what we were looking for. Let's now have a look at another property that helps to protect the session ID.